as people are congratulating McNeil. They believe it's over. Gary told you the 5 for 6 is in play.
I
though.
think that it's probably not going to happen. I'm just telling you that it's not completely impossible. There's Michael Givens making his first big league start.
Has not appeared in a game since the middle of September, but that run before then, 10 1/3 innings, he hadn't allowed a run. He was pitching his best baseball.
Line toward left center. It hangs up. Canna's there. Makes a one-handed catch on a knuckling line drive to end the inning. Well, the Nationals get a hit, no runs. They leave a man at second.
Eric Fedde, 1-4 career, 5.5 ERA, 16 games, 12 starts against New York. Oh, Joey pulls it down. That ball had some hook on it. Looked like it was going to stay fair. Could have been a leadoff double. Great play.
Good reaction, and luckily that glove, well, didn't stay flimsy on this one. I thought it was.
And that ball was hooking, but it was definitely going to be fair.
2 outs. Alvarez at first, and the batter will be Daniel Vogelbach. Vogelbach, the DH today.
That's lined into center field, a base hit for Vogelbach. Alvarez moves up to second. And so Vogelbach getting on a cutter from Fedde and lining it into center field, and the Mets have 2 men on. So 2 on and 2 out. Now Marcana. Mark had a sacrifice fly in each game of the doubleheader yesterday. That's drilled down the left field line by Canna, headed back toward the corner. It's out of here. Marcana lines a 3-run homer and gets the Mets off to a fast start on closing day. It's 3-0 New York. Number 13 for Canna.
We've seen Mark, and there's a little box up and in that he covers, and when he covers that, that's his home run pitch. And the reason he's able to cover that is that he has no fear.
Mark Vientos leading off in the home second. Vientos making his 7th start.
Vientos grounds one up the middle. That's a base hit. Leadoff man on for the Mets here in the second. Mark Vientos has a single.
That's James McCann, and he flares one over second. That's a base hit. Vientos pulls in at second. So McCann, who has really been struggling, 1 for his last 29 coming into that at bat, carves one into center field with 2 men on.
So here's Francisco Lindor with the bases loaded. He flied out to left in the first inning against Fedde.
Rockets one toward the gap in right center field. In to score is Vientos. Naquin right behind him, chugging around third. Alvarez, he heads for the plate, and he'll score on a bases clearing double by Lindor. 107 RBIs now for Francisco, and a 6-0 Met lead.
Well, if you're going to get a few extra at-bats in game 162, make the most of them. And he does here with this bullet. The swing on balance. When he's on balance, it's about as pretty a swing as you're going to see. And it splits the outfield defense, and Alvarez showing some nice speed here with 2 outs. He's chugging and gets the arm from Cora.
The runners at the corners, 1 away, and James McCann now the batter.
Single to center his first time. McCann drives one to deep left field. Back goes Palacios at the wall. It's out of here. James McCann with a monstrous 3-run homer. 3rd home run of the year for McCann. And the Mets have put up 3 in each of the first 3 innings. They lead at 9-0.
Working on the run differential tonight.
3-run homer Canna, 3-run double Lindor, 3-run homer McCann.
Base hit in his first at bat. See that big dot on that slider. Easy for big league hitters to read and hit far.
Well, the scoreboard here at Citi Field paying tribute to Jeff McNeil. Highest batting average in the major leagues this year. I like the Mets in gold there. That's really a nice touch. Fans wanting a curtain call. Here comes Jeff.
Nice. Well, he is. He's the gold standard this season.
Jeff McNeil, the National League batting champion.
So here is Alex Call, who lined out to left his first time up. Center fielder tonight. Swing by Call and a fly ball to deep left. Toward the corner goes Canna to the warning track at the wall. He leaps and he can't get it. It is gone. Goodbye. A 2-run home run for Alex Call gets the Nationals on the board here in the top of the 5th inning. For Call, it's his 5th home run this year. RBIs 12 and 13, and it's now the Mets 9 and the Nationals 2. Canna setting up at the wall and hit the black wall up above the orange line.
1 out of the 6th.
Here's Luke Voigt.
2-0. Grounded to the left side, handled by Vientos. Kicks it to second for one. Guillorme, quick turn to first for two. And it's a double play that Luke Voigt hints it to end the inning. He hit it on a 91-mile-an-hour fastball.
Out number 2. Vargas remains at first. Josh Palacios will be the batter.
And by the glove of Lindor. Out into left center. Ildemaro Vargas makes the turn, heads for third. It's a 2-out double for Josh Palacios. And that'll get him a 2 for 7 for the series.
Yeah, that one feels great. What a great piece of hitting, throwing the hands at the ball, rifling this ball to left center. I asked him about him throwing the bat last night. You know, it comes slipping out of his hands. He's like, man, I probably lead all of baseball.
Now Jeremy Hefner goes to the mound to talk to Williams, who has thrown 75 pitches in his 5 2/3 innings today.
Hefner having a talk with Williams now, with Alvarez out there as well. 2 in scoring position for the Nationals. Ready, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Pineda down on strikes. 6 strikeouts for Trevor Williams. He strands a couple. He gave up 2 hits. Nationals lead 2.
Oh, Jeff McNeil's coming on the field, and he's going to replace Francisco Lindor.
Oh, that's nice.
That is pretty symbolic, isn't it, of how far this team has come in the last year?
How far they've come in their relationship. Nice gesture by Buck to give Francisco a chance to come off to the standing O of the crowd.
Joely Rodriguez tries to get the final 3 outs of the regular season. Ildemaro Vargas will be the first man to face him.
Cesar Hernandez, it's a bouncing ball towards short. Guillorme charges gloves, throws it on the run to first. And there's 2 up, 2 down in the 9th inning.
The Nationals are down to their final out. Will tapper back to Joely, and the ball game is over. The 2022 New York Mets conclude the regular season with 101 wins, the second most in the 61-year history of the franchise. And the Mets go into the postseason on a positive note, sweeping the Washington Nationals to get to 101 wins, and they'll get ready for their wild card series with the Padres.